My name is Scott Nichols. I'm with the No Border Wall Group and with the local Sierra Club. And we've both the No Border Wall Group and the Sierra Club has been very concerned about the serious negative impacts that the wall is going to have down here. Right now we're near Roma on the U.S. side, Ciudad Alemán in the background on the Mexican side, and right where I'm standing is where the wall is going to go. And that's going to do all sorts of damage in this area. It's going to deflect floodwaters into Ciudad Alemán. It's going to just upriver a little ways, knock houses down to put it in. You go up the river a little farther from that, and you get into U.S. Fish and Wildlife refuge tracts. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife has been trying to piece together this wildlife corridor for the past decade, where they link individual segments, individual pieces of refuge land, and they use the river to link it. The river is what makes it so that an endangered ocelot or some other land animal can get from one little piece of habitat to another little piece of habitat. It's what makes it viable. If you have that corridor severed, then those individual plots are of very limited value to the land animals. And if in this area it's pretty dry, so if you cut off the animals from the river, in the middle of the summer when it's 100 degrees every day and it never rains, they're going to have a tough time surviving. The wall is almost certainly going to push ocelots into extinction. There's very little chance that ocelots or jaguarundi will survive. And normally that would stop a project. Normally you can't do something that's going to drive something into extinction. But thanks to the Real ID Act, Chertoff can waive all those laws. He's already done it in Arizona. He waived 19 federal laws, including the Endangered Species Act. And in that area where he did that, you have endangered Sonoran pronghorn, and you have jaguar starting to move back into the U.S. Both of those are federally listed species, but that doesn't matter. As long as all the laws of our nation can be waived, then Chertoff can just do whatever he wants. And it's not even a power that's in the Department of Homeland Security's hands. It's not something they can do if there's a national emergency, if there's a second terrorist attack. He doesn't have that power for that instance. He's only got it to build a wall. And it's insane to think that the wall is a more immediate situation, that we can't follow our nation's our nation's laws. We have to build this wall at all costs. It's just absurd. It's just, it's the kind of thing that makes me stutter to think about it, because it's just so beyond the pale. And so that's why a number of different groups have been fighting against the wall. Not just here in the Rio Grande Valley, but all up and down the Rio Grande, near Big Bend, near El Paso, and then across the borders of New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Everywhere the wall is being put, it's doing tremendous damage. It's not stopping anything. It's not going to stop anyone. Border Patrol knows that. They say it's only going to slow somebody down by 5 minutes, but they're going to build it anyway. It's only going to do damage. The only effect it has on crossers is to push them into the desert, where they die, and more die every year. But it doesn't affect overall numbers. It doesn't slow down the influx. As long as there are jobs, people are going to keep coming.